guys, welcome back. So you know the tutorial that we did last time, a lot of guys like this, so I'm going to continue on. This is actually that exact same ramp. So what I'm going to show you how to do is, after you make that quarter, I'm going to show you how to make it into a half loop. I mean, it's just a logical next step for this type of ramp right here. So remember the glitch we did earlier where we got that little electrical box and we put it on the edge of the ramp? Well, now the ramp is getting tilted too high, so that box doesn't work anymore. But if you notice, next to ramps, the next category, you'll find the signs, those signs. And in the signs, you'll find a tiny little left sign and right sign that you see me using there. And that one, if you do it just barely on the tip, you see, it can rest right on the edge of that ramp at some really high angles. And that one is key to making a lot of these, because move glitches at this point, you know, they're kind of amateur. You kind of want to use these more often if you can. And so that's what this is. See, look, it stands up and you click it over and it falls down. There's a very fine edge. And you want it just right over that edge. Now that'll work to a point, but we'll show you what happens when we get to that point, which we're actually at about right now. When you get to your ramp so it's pointing almost vertical, like it is, you'll notice that the forward stops to work. It becomes a very small window that it can exist in. In fact, we might have hit it right there. And so when that happens, flip around the back side of this guy, and on the back side you might find that, check it out, the same thing but that way. And it's gonna look weird for a minute. But you see, now it's taken the exact same ramp and it's flipped it upside down for you in a way. Now you don't flip it, don't rotate it at all because it's perfect. It'll do it on its own. And it kind of looks like it's rotated. It's not, it's just pointing the opposite direction. But see, that's how you do the next side. So we're going to do the part that's going to converge to the top here. Yeah, so if you look, you'll see that that little piece right there has like a lip on the end. So right now I'm trying to do the move glitch to kind of smooth it out. There was a ridge where the connectors went from one to the next. And if I do this move glitch, then it will pull my ramp forward a little further than it initially was. And that'll make the arch of it go past. See, that's much smoother. There isn't that little lip anymore. You don't have to do that because it doesn't always happen, but if it does, that's one way to solve it. There's a few solves for that. We'll get into that later because right now I would rather focus on just making this half loop up here. So we're going to do the top again. Once you're going on the top end and your car is already curved around, the move glitch becomes a much more viable option. The move glitch is bad on the upward slope because there's bumps and ridges, but on this other way, if you look, the way that the ramps overlap each other, there really are no bumps or ridges. So the move glitch, like I'm about to show you here, completely acceptable on this part. It's still a little more reckless than the other because it's not as definite because you're moving it, and sometimes you move faster than others. For instance, like you might get all the full acceleration there versus just a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's, but point being, it works right here. So as you can see, we're almost to that half loop completed. And once you learn how to do the half loop, the full loop is kind of like an adaptation of it. The turtle slide is an adaptation of it. You can take these techniques and we'll eventually show you how to make tornadoes. I'll do those maybe in a day or two here. So yeah, check it out, half loop. So if you guys want to make stuff on your own, you know, right now I'm trying to show you guys how. Start with the basics, don't start huge. Start by jumping over a building or two, get used to the feel of it, and then try weird little things as you go on, you know, like, yeah, because if you start big, you can get discouraged if it doesn't happen right away. So, yes, but here we go. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll have a new vid for you in about 12 hours here. I'll have another tutorial for you real soon. Don't forget, eat a dick. See you soon.